So today's question is maximum sum of an hourglass. So you have given an m into n matrix of a grid. We define an hourglass as a part of the matrix in the following form. So if you have seen an hourglass, it is wide from the above and below, and it is quite slim in the middle. So hourglass, if we see in the form of a matrix, look like this. So you can be given a matrix of any m into n range. So if you see the 3 into 3 hourglass, that it is given that the hourglass will be in the 3 into 3 format. So if this is the matrix, how many hourglass you can form? So if you see 6 to 1, 2, 9 to 8, 4 to 1, 2, 4, 1, 2, 2, 1, 3, 1, 2, 8, 7, then 2158129. These are the hourglass, but if we start from this, hourglass will not be formed. 9281 and below row is not there. So it is, if you see in your mind, the hourglass is fixed 3 into 3. So we have to find all the sum matrix first for 3 into 3, then put their sum of a b c d e f g, like here 6212 here 4212 like this. These are the hourglass which will be formed, and you have to find the maximum sum out of that. So what we have, I have iterated two loops. First, from the zeroth position, this is a basic loop from I and j to start from. If we have to start iterating the matrix, but we have to find a sub matrix. So what we have to do for every position, we have to find the k1 is equal to I, k1 less than equal to I plus 2, because I starts from the 0. So 0, 1, 2. This is the first, third increasing matrix. Then after, what it will do, then 6 to 1 4, it will iterate from 6 to 1, 4 to 1, and 9 to it. Then it will, I will increase, then it will iterate from 213 to 215 287. Then that, so j will increase, then I will increase 4 to 1 4 9 to 8. Again for j it will, again for j it will iterate this one matrix. So it will keep on continuing. So where we have to break where j is equal to grid dot length minus 2. Why? Because it will give array index out of bound. So we have to break here. Whenever j comes here, we need not to iterate, because there is no columns which are available, only two columns. So we need not to calculate that hourglass. So it will, same goes for the ith. If I is equal to grid dot length minus 2, means if I comes here, we need not to calculate, because the row is not equal, because the next row will be less than 3. Here it is not grid minus 2, because 3 rows are available, and the hourglass which will be formed is 4 to 1 2 4 1 2. So these are all the, these are all the sum matrix we can calculate. So what we have to do, for other rows we can calculate the sum, like 6 to 1 and 9 to it. For the middle row, what we have to do, I have taken a count. If count is equal to 2, means if it is a second row, what we have to do, we have to take a that, sum of that k1, that row is okay, and that k2 plus 1, because j is currently, will be here in the first column. Here in this case of this, when we start from 213, it will be there. So we have to increment 1 explicitly, k2 plus 1, and then break the loop, because the second row has been, only one element has, we need to take. Then after, if it, after it comes out of these loops, this sum matrix loop, we have to calculate the max. So what max will be, will be the sum and the max initially have taken the min value. Any value which is the first sum, which will come from the first, uh, hourglass, will be the sum, and the max is in minus value, something to 1 minus 3, a great, large value, and sum is already, or, of course, the greater than the max. So max will be the sum, and the max will keep on updating, and I will keep the sum and count 0 for each sum matrix. Before the sum matrix, I need to calculate, and I will return the max. Thank you.